Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 mod preview video. In this video I'll show you the first part of my upcoming farmers market mod. And with this farmers market mod I want to make several different buildings from different areas of the world, or rather one American and 2 or 3 German barn buildings where we have a farmers market. A little bit similar to the one in Riverbend Springs, which I like a lot, but I thought I want to make it even nicer. Yeah, and the first one is nearly done. This is the American farmers market, as you can see obviously, and it's a rather small traditional barn, so much too small for tractors and such, and maybe that's the reason why the people who live there transformed it to a farmers market. I think so. And yeah, I built it myself, and it's intentional that it's smaller than I would build a barn for vehicles. But it's still a rather huge building, and it's not the kind of selling station. Oh yeah, it's a selling station, and you can sell all kind of stuff, nearly everything apart from wood. And you can even sell grass stuff like hay and straw and silage and so. That's why we can see silage here. Bales here. And yeah, this is the place where you can drop all the stuff, and the silo is just decorative. And yeah, you can sell grains and pellets and so forth. And yeah, theoretically everything apart from wood. And wood products, some wood products can be sold, I guess. And it has this fillable mechanism like I did with my small selling stall and my market stall, and now I made it in a larger dimension, and I already planned it from the beginning. When I saw the Riverbend Springs farmers market, I saw, okay, that's nice, and I want to make it even nicer. Yeah, and that is the first one, the American one. And let's just go inside. This is the fillable version, which is rather empty at the beginning. Here the stalls, they don't have a lot of stuff, but at every stall you can see some things. This is rather similar to my marketplace. But without the roof above all stalls, it has a roof above the whole building. And here we have the vegetable stall. Oh, and by the way, there we have some tables and chairs. People can come here and sit and meet friends and eat some whatsoever, muffins or so. But there are no muffins that I deliver with this mod. It's just decorative, the muffin. This is the miscellaneous stall. Here we have the grain stall and the dairy stall, the can and soup stall, and there we have a permanent, completely decorated bakery store. This is part of the farmers market cafe, which you can see here. And maybe you think, oh, this is not so heavily decorated. There is a lot of empty space here with nothing. if it's built on a map, the mapper can place people there. That would be nice. But without this, it's rather empty. And I have to tell you a story why it is so empty. I didn't want to make it so empty, but maybe before I tell you the story, we have a look at the other version, which is already completely filled up. Oh, and I didn't show you here. We have the ice cream area and some child's drawing and a place where you can sit in summer days and enjoy your ice cream. So, here is the filled version. It's the same, but all stalls are already filled. Like with my selling shed and my market stall or marketplace. Here the dairy and the grain, and here the miscellaneous, the vegetables and the bakery stall. Other than that, it's the same than the other one. So here I have shown already, and that I haven't shown to you, because here we have something like a playground area. Yeah, this whole thingy is family oriented, I would say. Yeah, and now to the story. When I was halfway done with decorating this thing, I thought, oh, that could be too heavy on the polygons. And I prepared it for the test runner that we modders can use to test our mods before uploading them to ModHub, and we also get all those error messages. And I thought, okay, I know this test runner checks for the polygons, and I want to know whether we have still this limit of 250,000 polygons that are allowed for one mod object. And yes, indeed, I got the error message, and it said you have more than 300,000 polygons, and that is not allowed. And oh no, I didn't even place the ice cream thingies. And so I had to reduce a lot, and even more because I wanted to place this ice cream thing. Somehow it's not needed for the functionality, but I wanted to have an area where the clients of this farmer's market can buy some ice cream. Yeah, maybe I have to tell you what is a polygon. And do you see this logo there above? This is just a square. And this square consists of two triangles. And therefore, this is very cheap, polygon-wise. It only has two polygons, those two triangles. And all the faces that you can see, every little thingy here, let's say this here, has not only one of those polygons, but two triangles, and then as it is three-dimensional, it has here one and at the other side, and so a lot of those triangles are adding up. And here you can see all those decorative posts, and I think they are important for the immersion of such an old barn, even if we don't really need it. And everything costs a lot of those polygons. And all those vegetables here that you can't even see at the beginning, they cost polygons. And so I had more than 300, and I had to reduce. And first I started with the flower boxes at the windows. I had flower boxes at all windows, the new ones from FS25, which I really like, with those violet flowers and then the yellow small flowers in the front. And I removed them, and instead I put my Polygon saving flower boxes that I made myself already in FS22, and it brought me nearly 30,000 polygons. They were most polygon heavy, but it was not enough, not even to go into the allowance area, but I wanted to add the ice cream area, and therefore I had to go through my building and throw away nearly everything that was nice and beautiful. And I had different bales. I had bales from the base game, rather realistic looking, and with a palette underneath. I got rid of the palette underneath and made my polygon saving dummy bales. They don't look as realistic, but they are much cheaper. It brought me thousands of polygons. And instead of the tents that I used, I made my own awning-like building to cover the bales. And I had the concrete silo there, the traditional, and I built my polygon saving silo, and it brought me more than 5,000 polygons. So it worked good, really good, and it was quite a lot of work. But for me, I think it's good to have those low poly. Maybe you heard low poly. Those are the games with those very simplified people and buildings and so. And this here is low poly too, this silo. But it doesn't have this typical low poly style. And yeah, then I threw away the playground appliances from the base game that I like, but they were too heavy on the polygons, and then I made my own, and I had such a lot of fun. This was really even more fun than to build the barn, because this was just a little fun project. And I think, yeah, it's quite nice. And I can use it on all my maps and on other mods. And so maybe I can, later I will make a garden decoration pack. And I think I will add those self-made. Here you can jump onto the roof and then slide down. We are too big to go inside, but it's easy to jump onto the roof. Yeah, and this here is sandbox, as you can see, and I used it for safety measures as well. Yeah, and that is the story behind this building. If I would have decorated it with the base game stuff and like I wanted it, it would have got 1 million of those polygons, and that wouldn't be so empty. But in the end, it was really an adventure to squeeze the ice cream stuff inside. I have only like few hundred polygons left over. Yeah. And therefore no decoration behind the market stalls. But other than that, I really like it. And here I have another question. And that was the last thing I added. because somehow that looked so empty. And I know that we can make grass not as a normal object, but we can let the game paint the grass to a certain area. And I heard that maybe we could even add things like bushes, but the bushes didn't work. And so this is placed by the game. I tell the game, in this area I want bushes, but the bushes didn't want to come. And then I thought, what is similar to bushes? The poplar is similar to bushes, and therefore I tried to place some poplars there, and it worked. What I didn't try yet is whether it will wither over time. So if this state of the look is permanently, or whether it will, after some months it will grow out of this stage like the poplar on the field would. And and I don't know whether the polygons count for this 250,000. If they count, I have to remove it. And if it withers, I will remove it also. And but if it doesn't count and doesn't wither, maybe I decorate this area with some poplars, and maybe over there as well, because this looks so empty. And that would be a trick to bring more decorative items to this without reaching the limit. But I have to check this, both the withering and the polygon. And you can tell me what you think about it. Maybe a little, not like 5 rows, but a little bit thinner, that it looks like only one bush combination and not a row. You can write it to me in the comments below. And this mode won't be uploaded to ModHub so soon, because I still have to make the German versions of this. But I wanted to show it to you. It took me several days to work on that. Because I had to do the whole building and then all those polygon saving stuff. But it's a joy to do such things. And it was fun to build this American barn, because it's completely different than the one that I already built. It's this church-like style, I would call it, with one main high building and then 2 buildings at the side combined. And for my upcoming huge American farm buildings pack, I want to make a similar barn, but much bigger and useful for vehicles. Let's say up to medium-sized vehicles and such. And therefore this was good training for this type of barn. And it will be a lot different than this, because this is a small one that is not usable for vehicles, but I think it's rather big for such a marketplace. Okay then. If you want to buy FS25 or a DLC, feel free to use my code OMATANA. You'll find the link for the PC version in the video description. It doesn't cost you anything extra and supports me a lot. Now I wish you a wonderful day, thank you for watching, and all the best till next time. Tschüss!